To the goddamn damn match one only Pappy, and we are back with another video. Check this out. Everybody thinks they can join the military, okay? But most people are wrong. And no, it's not because they're weak. It's because the military disqualifies people for things nobody talks about. And I'm going to break it down. Start with number one. If you got like a mental health history, even like the mild stuff, whether that's anxiety, ADHD, depression, bro, like even if you find out, the paperwork matters. You know, waivers exist, you know, but it's not guaranteed, dog. It's not guaranteed. And when you, especially when you try to go to a branch like the Air Force is already strict as hell. You damn near gotta be a perfect person to join the Air Force. I remember before I got all these tattoos, I had this tattoo right here, and these two tattoo right here, and a tattoo right here. I had to give a description on what this shit meant. They wanted to see if it was gang related or not. You know, I don't know if Auburn do that, but I know the Air Force, but they want to know. They want to know. You know, the next thing, number two, weight and body standards. Not unhealthy, you know, not out of shape. Specific numbers, specific standards. Either you make it or you don't. You know, them recruiters, they'll pull out that goddamn measuring tape, wrap it around your waist, and if you got too much fluff, you could have goddamn be a pound over. You know what I'm saying? Or no, that's what I'm saying. You could be the weight for your height, but if your waist is too big, you a big back ass nigga, they gonna give you a hard time, bro. They gonna tell you gotta lose some weight. They gonna tell you gotta lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? I don't make the rules. Sometimes I think it's done because you gonna see some fat ass people in the military, bro. Fat in the bitch at that. You know, number three, legal history. I know some of y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying? Certain charges don't slide, bro. Certain mistakes follow you. Okay? The military isn't desperate, despite what people think. Because here's the thing. Most people go to the office. Rarely do you see military out and about recruiting people. You know what I'm saying? You ever thought about that? Yeah, you might see a recruiter go to a school in West Virginia, but for the most part, 90% of the time, it's people going to the office to try to enlist. So they can accept and deny who they want to. You know what I'm saying? Number four, and I need to really harp on this one. Honesty gets you disqualified. Stop talking so goddamn much. I don't care if it's eating you alive inside to tell your recruiter about something you did 5, 10, 20 years ago. If you haven't told them and your enlistment has been smooth, don't say shit. Keep your mouth closed. And if they ask you, you're going to get a feeling like, damn, I can't tell him this shit. Listen to yourself, bruh. Don't tell your recruiter shit. If your recruiter asks you, have you ever did powder before? And you know you did, bro, say no. Say no, because you tell them, yeah, bro, disqualified. They gon' get your file. Well, I don't want to tear about it now. We gonna do this. They gon' get up out of here, big dog. You disqualified. So if you get that feeling about sharing something, don't. If you've been going through this whole enlistment and you didn't tell your recruiter, you told your ACL and it's been fine and this and that, you finna get your job, your leave date, don't tell them shit. And even when you get to basic, don't tell them shit. Now here's what I'm gonna tell you. The people at MIPS, they are not your fucking friend. I don't care how cool they may sound. They are not your fucking friend. So they gonna approach you because you gotta talk to the people at MIPS. They civilians, prior military, most of them. But they gonna talk to you, and they so slick with their words and questions that they gonna get you. They gonna get you. So you gotta put your discernment on. You gotta put your people. Your spidey senses gotta be on point. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking. Cause I got people disqualify themselves by oversharing, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not saying lie, but understand what you are being asked. Okay? Okay? Understand what you're being asked. And I know I just gave the example about telling them now, but just understand what you're being asked. Okay? If you don't take anything else from this video, bro, understand what you are being asked. And last but not least, bro, this system or the system isn't built for everyone. The military is rigid, bro. It's a grind. Rules matter. Adaptability matters. A lot of people simply just don't fit the structure, bro. And that's not an insult, it's just reality. Some people just can't get with the program. And that is perfectly fine. It's not for everybody. That's why it's only 1% of the population that's served or serving. You know? So most people don't get disqualified because they're bad people. They get disqualified because the system isn't flexible. You know what I mean? So if you're serious about joining, you need strategy, not motivation. And I'm the person that's gonna give you the strategy. So stick around, subscribe, hype the video, and watch my next video if I get on your ass, all right?